Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be playing with some of my favorite peachy makeup, and we're going to be focusing on this new single here from Dior. This is the Tutu shade. It's a beautiful one and done. I thought we could create a look that's very fresh, very light, and has minimal products as well. So it's going to be a quick, easy peasy, peachy look. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. Now this is a swatch of the eyeshadow single here. I used it recently and a lot of you asked me to use this again. In my opinion, this is a one and done shadow. And in my opinion, a one and done shadow is best accompanied with a one and done makeup brush. This is the BK Beauty 203. So it looks flat like this, but it also has a little bit of an edge here, which will be perfect for blending. So I'm just going to dig in here pretty liberally. I'm going to pick up a bunch of product and I'm just going to sweep this on the lid. I chose peachy hues because they just look really fresh and healthy. Many of you have told me that you watch my videos while you're getting ready in the morning, and so something quick is also helpful. So this is the same brush. I'm just applying it on the lid like this, and then I'm just softly going in the crease as well. I may add a touch of bronzer at the end, the same one that I'll use on my face, but this color, it's just so, like, look at this, it's so pretty. It's soft, it's luminous. This is the satin, no, it's actually metallic. It's a metallic formula, but it doesn't look too metallic, right? It doesn't look too glittery, too chunky. It just looks really pretty and light and luminous. Okay, this may be all for the eyes for the moment. I'm going into my Givenchy Interdit mascara. This is wonderful. I picked it up during the Sephora sale. It's so good. It's incredibly lengthening and volumizing and gives me all the drama that I want. I really just want a mascara that looks like false lashes. Like, look at this. Just talking here, applying it, and the eyes are transformed. Okay, that's the eyes. Moving on to the face, I'm going to use this NARS Radiance Primer. I really love this for normal, dry, dehydrated, mature skin. Basically, if you want glow, radiance, and look, it has peach to it. I kind of added a bit here, hold on. But the Radiance Primer is really nice under makeup, but also just on its own. It has peachiness to it, so it brightens, it lifts, it illuminates the complexion. And because we're doing like a light peachy look, I'm going to keep the face makeup pretty light. So this primer will go a long way. Now for the concealer, I'm going into my Chanel Sublimage concealer. This is the shade 32. This one has a little bit of peachiness to it. I think any concealer will do. I like one with peach to it because I find that it just sort of cuts any dark circles, but I'm also just going to spot correct at the same time because I'm not going to use a foundation. I'm just going to use like spot correcting with the concealer. And then the brush here, the brush I used before, I said the BK Beauty one. The other one here was the Chanel foundation brush, just like a flat brush. And then this here, this is the Prada Beauty concealer brush. I really love this brush here. Sometimes I use it for the concealer like I'm doing right now, but also sometimes I use it for actual foundation. It takes a little bit of work because it's a bit smaller, but it's just a really good brush. Moving on to the blush, I'm using this Westman Atelier blush stick. Their blush sticks are very underrated, especially this shade here, Mignette. It's really just the most perfect peach color. And this is a big, thick swatch here. We're going to use a bit less on the cheeks, but it's also a little bit luminous. So it's going to give me that glow. Like peach in itself is going to give you that healthy glow, but it has a little bit of extra radiance to it. This is the Refer 37. It's good for any cream blush, and this shade is just perfectly peachy. It'll just look healthy and glowy. I also like to just swipe in there directly. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of face powder. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder in the shade number 3. And I'm actually going to apply this using a blush brush. This is the BK Beauty 107. I think this is the travel size one. So the reason I like to use a blush brush is because I don't want to powder my entire face. I want to, what's the word, cibler. I want to target different parts. So I'm going on my forehead here, on my nose. We'll do the center like this, like the T-zone, and a little bit underneath the blush. And then a little bit under the eyes as well. But I'm not going on top of the blush. That way the healthy peachy color stays there without getting mattified. And then I'm going into my beautiful new RMS bronzer. This is the shade Tan Lines, and as you can tell, it's very well loved. I'm using a Refer 04, just a really nice angled brush here. And this bronzer just is very seamless. I just want to add a little bit of color. That'll be nice. I like that Tan Lines is cool toned, and it sort of just melts into the skin. It's a powder, but it really is just incredibly seamless. For the lip, I'm going to go into my Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. This is the shade 067. It's technically called like a rose gold, but another way to call rose gold is a nice peach color. And I think that this matches the eyeshadow and the blush very nicely. It has a little bit of color, but not too much. So when you're running out the door, finishing your coffee, putting on your shoes, and grabbing your keys, you can just do this really quickly. Now for a perfume, I don't have anything very peachy, but I do have my Miss Dior parfum, which I absolutely love. It's very fruity. It has more red fruit than peach or stone fruit, but it will do. It smells gorgeous. It's lovely. It's fruity. And I think that it accompanies this makeup look very nicely. A lot of you told me that when you watch me, you're often doing your makeup, you're doing multiple things in the mornings because my videos come out in the morning. So this is for you, an ode to you and my peachy lovers out there. I think this is very pretty, very simple. I do love doing a full face of makeup, but sometimes just like boom, 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 multiple products. I think this may be under 10 minutes once I edit it, hopefully, if I haven't blah, blah, blah'd too much. But let me know what you think. I know a lot of people love peachy makeup, and I've done just like the best neutral makeup, cool tone makeup. I thought peach would also be very nice as well. But if there are other hues, other tones out there you'd like to see again, also I could do like a revisit, a part 2, like best neutrals take 2, or you know, something like that. Leave a comment below, and if you've made it to the end of the video, leave a little peach emoji. There's the actual peach emoji in there, so leave that in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys for today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do tons of reviews and tutorials, and a lot of my tutorials are like mixing new and old makeup together, so I think you'd get a kick out of that. So make sure you're subscribed. And that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.